For further insight, I'm joined from Lima, Peru, by an official from the UN's International Organization for Migration, José Iván Dávalos. José, great to have you with us. We're just looking for, of course, some greater insight into some shocking figures that have been presented here. How many of the women at risk in Peru are in fact from Venezuela?
Thank you. Well, I should say that there is no exact figures. Venezuelan migration is a relatively new phenomenon in the region and as well in Peru. You know, the migration brings benefits and risks, and one of these risks is the vulnerable condition of which these Venezuelan people are circulating in the region and enter in the country looking for opportunities and with a lot of needs. According to the public ministry, we have in 2018 907 victims of human trafficking, and around 8% of them are Venezuelan. There is no register of victims in 2017, which is very worrying. More than the figures, we are worried about this trend.
So,
because,
José, how do these traffickers actually prey on these women? How do they lure them in?
Well, many migrants and refugee women arrive to Peru without any support networks, looking for jobs, some of them even with health problems and even in charge of children. In addition, the fact that they enter into a country, I would say, I mean, there is very difficult for them to get any opportunity. And in this context, the traffickers will take advantage of their needs, their dreams, and they succeed. Therefore, fake job, for example, is the main pattern of recruitment. And as well, they offer some access to some basic services, and this would be as well a kind of recruitment or a mean of recruitment.
And we're talking here about women, but of course young girls are also being preyed upon. How bad is this phenomenon? Is the number increasing of vulnerable migrants that are falling into sex slavery?
Well, according to the assisted cases by the public ministry, 99% of the Venezuelan victims are women. And by fortune, I should say, only 1% is consisted of minor people. Nevertheless, there is a sub-register, and we know our knowledge doesn't go further. But I would say only 1% of the trafficked women are minor.
So, José, what's being done by your organisation or by others to combat this issue, the exploitation of women in a sexual nature?
Well, we are working with the state, of course, and we are mainly working on prevention. Of course, we should take care as well in the 3 Ps that we say: the prevention, the protection, and the persecution of this crime. Of course, it is too much to do, and of course, as well, the state is doing the best. But we should we should reinforce our capacity building, for example, training of trainers. We have training the institutions that work with us, NGOs. We should participate as well, the government, what we are doing. We are intervening in different ambits. For example, with theater, with the arts, we have to use all the means that we have available. But again, there is a lack of resources to fight against a very, very, very complex scourge.
And much needed resources. So you're doing very important work. José Iván Dávalos, thank you for sharing that insight with us.